All right, we're here with Natalie Martin, part of the conference leadership, it sounds like. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing really well. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks. Well, thanks for having us, I should say. We're first timers. If there's somebody listening that hasn't been to the conference before, that was like us last year that might be on the fence, why should they come next year?
I didn't quite hear that question, unfortunately.
Sorry about that. If there's somebody that's interested in coming next year that maybe's on the fence right now that's watching, why should they come next year?
Well, it's such a great opportunity, one, to share the work that you're doing, share whether it's your company, organization, or program. So we are such a wide range audience. We come from all different types of backgrounds in aquatics and water safety and drowning prevention. And so I think, the audience is far reaching. So that's the first thing. And then just the opportunity to network and to kind of understand the industry and what some of the trends are and where we're seeing gaps. So I would say this is a great conference to learn, to be seen, and also to promote what you're working on.
Amazing. Tell us about your background in aquatics. Where do you come from? From, learn to swim, competitive, lifeguarding. Take us through your journey that's led you here.
Sure. Without revealing too much of my age, I mean, I started as a lifeguard, beach lifeguard many decades ago. And then I kind of fell into aquatic operations. I ran athletics, university athletics. I ran, Olympic sized pool. I ran the swim team, water polo, anything that fell under aquatics. That's where I started my career. And then from there, I then fast forward into more of the governance side. So wanting to really make a difference in my community, but also with different organizations, nonprofits, NGOs. And so I brought my skill set to that. And I work very closely with different nonprofits. I'm from Florida, so I lead their task force in Florida. Lots of interesting legislation that's coming out of Florida. And we're also working on a statewide action plan. So that's where, I kind of went from I came to party and then I stayed for the mission sort of thing.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. And how many years have you been doing this in aquatics?
Sure. I mean, honestly, like over 30 years.
Yeah.
And so I've seen the progression, starting in the late 80s into the 90s. And then, sometimes we kind of say, wow, we're still having the same conversations. But then when you step back and look at it globally, there is a lot of progress that's happening in the drowning prevention space and swimming space as well.
So that's where I was going. Take us through what's something that you can look back now that you can see kind of this entire film strip and go, these are the places where aquatics has really improved. And here are the places that we still need to work on. Give us an example for each of those two.
Sure. I mean, I think over the last couple of years, maybe in the last decade, we've seen the increase of technology and how that can improve your programming, how that can improve revenue streams, how that can ease your programming overall. And I think where we're seeing that there's still gaps is, we're still seeing that Black and brown kids are drowning at higher rates than their peers. So access to swimming lessons is still an issue. We're still talking about the same problems, the same barriers. But I think it's important that we're having the conversations now. And that's what's really moving the pendulum.
What's going to get them in the water more?
I think by seeing their peers, by encouraging those communities to provide access to swimming lessons and to dismantle some of the falsehoods that exist, among the community. But we are seeing more and more conversations about those falsehoods. There's so many documentaries now that are, focused on African Americans learning how to swim. And we're seeing a lot of social media conversations happening. There's organizations like Diversity in Aquatics. I mean, USA Swimming also tries to do a lot more with diversity. So, it's not a one solution fix, but it's multi-layered.
Very cool. What's the over this career that you've had in aquatics? What's your favorite type of programming when you have to be boots on the ground? What's the thing that makes you smile the most on the
Oh
pool?
my gosh, teaching kids how to swim. I mean, for me, like I still, if I can attend any festivals or events or community events, and if they ask me, Natalie, can you come and, teach swimming lessons? I'm like, yes, what time? How long? And, so that for me is my favorite part is still
That
teaching how to swim.
that gives you energy still.
It does. It makes me so happy.
I love it. I love it. Natalie Martin here with the AOAP. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.